Welcome, everyone. My name is Ranja Diab, and I am the daughter of a Moroccan immigrant and a Palestinian refugee. I was born and I grew up in Germany, where I had the chance to get a high-quality education, including university degrees in law and humanitarian action from Germany and from France, and all of that for free. Now, I'm absolutely aware that this is great luck and a dream for millions of children from all over the world who dream of solely setting a foot inside a classroom just once in their lives. So this is why I became a GPE youth leader and a Plan International youth ambassador to advocate for gender equality and the right to education for all. So recently, not even 2 weeks ago, the United Nations study by Education Cannot Wait came out, finding that over 222 million children from all over the world are currently having their education cruelly interrupted. And almost 80 million have dropped out of school entirely. They're in urgent need for educational help and did not get the chance to have access to a good quality education. So this is why we need massive and sustainable education financing to be able to face these crises. And because the aim of Sustainable Development Goal 4 is that every child should have the chance to get a good quality education, just like I did. But we are facing huge challenges. COVID has wiped out 20 years of education gates. And even before COVID hit, the world has already had a $200 billion gap in the funds needed to achieve the goals of SDG 4. So this means we cannot carry on with business as usual. Today I want to share with you 3 areas where we need leaders to step up. And these are not just my views. I am one of over 40 GPE youth leaders from around the world, and we are campaigning together for all governments to step up education financing. So firstly, governments need to protect and increase domestic financing to education. This is the money governments spend from their own national budgets for education, and it makes up the majority of resources for education. With global food prices and the cost of living increasing, we cannot afford to cut the education budgets now, because an educated population is the country's most valuable resource to meet the challenges of an uncertain future. Secondly, donor countries need to keep their promises. They need to reach the 0.7 target to aid and prioritize education. Too often, university scholarships are listed as aid to education. But these investments are not supporting the children left behind. We need to target the most marginalized learners and therefore fully fund GPE. And last but not least, we must be innovative. That means looking at non-traditional donors and the private sector, just like GPE's multiplier that provides $1 in grant funding for each $3 or more in funding mobilized. Since 2018, this has already unlocked more than $1.5 billion in new resources to the education sector. So this is why I am addressing the decision makers present at this event. The suffering of hundreds of millions of children could be reversed by one simple decision, and that is by having a bigger budget for global education. You can use your name, your power, your signature to make this happen. By once again, increasing domestic financing, keeping our promise by fully funding GPE, and by investing in innovative financing techniques. Thank you so much for your attention.